Hello, I'm Kristine Louise with IdeateTV here with Todd McFarlane, creator of Spawn. So very exciting to be here with you today. I wanted to ask you, how did it feel when you left a big company like Marvel to start your own company?
Well, you know, one of the things that we all knew, there were 7 of us that left at that point. We all left in unison.
Okay.
Was we were all doing the top books, X-Men and Spider-Man, you know, and a lot of the mutant books. And the 7 of us that left had accounted for 44 of the top 50 sales.
Wow.
out of 8,000 books that year, right? So we were sort of the top echelon. But the thing that was bugging us a little bit was we just wanted to creatively do some things that we thought would be kind of cool, right? And they had their own. Back then, they've changed their rules since then. But back then, they would take like all the editors, and the editors would go and they would decide all the stories, and they would never ask us, the creative people, which we always thought was sort of an odd thing. So
definitely,
we just decided we'd go off, start our own company, start our own characters, and we've been at, you know, other than Marvel and DC, we're the #3 company called Image Comics, and we have been for the last 20 years.
Well, that's amazing, and that's a testament to your creativity and the ability that you guys kind of did this together and were able to like go further. I'm very excited for you, and congratulations.
Thanks. So,
what I really want to know too is, do you put yourself in your comics?
Yeah,
Had
sure.
you in the past, and do you have an action figure? And if you do, who is it?
I've actually made toys of myself, right?
You did? Which ones?
Well, just of me, because I did one because I was a bum in the Spawn movie. So I go, hey, if Donald Trump can have a tower named after him, and Disney can have a land after him, I can have a cheap plastic toy of myself, right? So I did that, but on some levels, the character I created, Spawn, it just has a lot of my personality, and he just doesn't want to be bugged by anybody that's sort of
sounds like me too.
Yeah, and he gets mad at the same things I get mad at. So he don't, you know, in the first couple issues, he's sort of mad at people who touch their secretaries inappropriately and don't pay their child support.
We don't stand for that.
Right, and don't pay your child support and stuff. So he just, you know, there's things that rile me up a little bit. But look, I always told people, if you're going to write a book, the easiest thing to write about is yourself, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
Right, so you know your life better than anybody else, so can you take anything from your life and then just add a big giant fantastic on top of it, and then you're off to the races. And I just handed in the cover to Spawn issue 259.
That's exciting. And you also make toys, action figures, for one of my favorite shows, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we just got the license a couple months ago, so we've got some product out here you can take a picture of.
Nice. Now, the last thing I want to ask you is, can you tell me about your construction sets? A little bit about that and where that's going.
Well, 20 years ago when I started the toy company, because I wanted to make Spawn toys, and I didn't think anybody would make them the way I wanted. But I was looking at action figures going, I don't get why they can't look cooler, right? I mean, I'm an artist. I'm just going, why do they look so goofy? So I started a toy company that just wanted to make better looking toys. Well, fast forward now 20 years, and that same question I asked in what they call the construction aisle, which is where you put the building blocks together. And I was looking at them going, I don't understand why they can't look cooler. So we've now built, I mean, this.
Tell me about this.
Yeah, so this one right here is over 400 pieces, right?
Wow.
So again, when it's all built, it looks kind of like a model kit, but it's made out of, if you get up close, it's made out of 400 pieces, you know, that has the normal, you know, little connections that you're used to seeing, right?
Right.
So really the biggest difference that I'm doing is they keep all those little studs, those little dimples exposed, and I don't. I add another piece on it that hides a lot of it so that it looks like something that an adult would want to have and not necessarily a kid would want to play with. So.
I think this is great. I want to thank you for your time, and it was nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming.